Hello there everybody, welcome back to the YouTube channel of JJ Prime Reviews. So today we'll be taking a look at the final Transformers Studios Series 86 figure for now, because Grimlock is not available until February the 1st. So we will take a look at Voyager Class Scourge. So let's get down to the review table and see what the big deal is for this figure. So let's get it on, man, let's go! But of course, before we take a look at the figure, we shall take a quick look at the packaging right now. So you have the beautiful artwork there for Decepticons Scourge himself. He is number 8605. Name is Scourge, Studio Series, Transformers the movie. We got the Transformers logo on the side. You got Generations, Takara Transformers the movie, and you got the backdrop right there. And you have one of the Decepticons, Scrapnel and Kickback. Turning into the sweeps, you know, that's pretty cool. And I like this artwork. I like this backdrop. Really cool is where Unicron was actually reformatting one of the Decepticons to become Scourge. And when we read the bio, we'll see who became Scourge. And yet again, Voyager Class, got the nice artwork there of Scourge's face. 8605, and the same artwork there for Scourge's robot mode. You got number 86, and you got the obligatory product shots. You got Heralds of Unicron, and the robot mode, the alt mode, 19 steps, and you have your bio. Unicron reformats. Who is it? Thundercracker into Scourge. That's right, Thundercracker is Scourge. Yay! Anyway, so that is pretty much it for the packaging itself. And here is Scourge himself, fully transformed into his spaceship. I guess he's a spaceship. I have no idea. It kind of looks like a boat, but it kind of looks like a Cybertronian alien space boat thing. I have no idea what this is, but I guess it's a spaceship. I'm gonna call it a spaceship because it definitely works as a spaceship. So here he is in his spaceship mode. You got the Decepticon symbol on the front right there, and you got the little bit of red paint right there on the that little bit. I don't know what that's called, but that little post right there. So that's pretty cool. And some nice lighter grayish, bluish, purplish paint on these sections right here. That's really nice. And what else to say? You got the whole visible leg syndrome and visible arm syndrome right there. So yeah, because he's a shell former, but he literally is forgiven as a shell former because it's Scourge, so he's supposed to be a shell former, so duh. But anyway, but yeah, it's a nice Voyager sized vehicle mode. Really cool, and very screen accurate too. It's very nice and spot on, quite clean. So yeah, pretty nicely done. So yeah, so he does come with two accessories. First, we shall show off his gun, so you can see how this gun is molded, and the gun has a lot of gaps, but I don't really care about the gaps, so it's fine, you know. There is a post on the side, so you can actually plug into this port or this port. So I just plug into the side right here, and yeah, that kind of looks ridiculous. But so, yeah, that kind of looks ridiculous. It does not work. But anyway, so he does. Now, if you have seen, like in one of my in two of my Studio Series 86 figure reviews, I did show a little bit of a sneak peek with this effects part. So Scourge does come with the effects parts. So you can actually plug in this effects part right here on the center post right there, or you can plug it right there, or you can plug it right here, or you can actually plug it into the gun. You can actually plug it right there. You can do as MGO would say, pew pew bang bang, pew pew bang bang. So there you go. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for his accessories, which is pretty cool. So now we shall move on to some size comparisons. Here is Scourge compared with his wave mate, Voyager Class Hot Rod, with the SS-86 Deluxe Class Autobot Cup, with the SS-86 Deluxe Class Blur, with the SS-86 Deluxe Class Jazz, and last but not least with the original Titan's Return Deluxe Class Scourge. And yeah, I would have to say there's no question, there's no contest here. This figure beats this figure. I mean, this one is totally screen accurate. I mean, this one is, this thing is not that bad. It's a decent alt mode. It's quite stylized as well. I do quite like it. But for screen accuracy, I'm looking for screen accuracy for my figures. This one definitely destroys the Titan's Return version. Yeah, this is by far the better version overall. But anyway, so that's pretty much it for the alt mode comparisons. Okay, so I think we are pretty much done with the alt mode itself. It's very spot on, very screen accurate, so Hasbro has done it once again. So now we shall transform Scourge into his... Wait. We're not going to transform Scourge into his robot mode, because there is another way. There is an alternate transformation here to get Scourge with his visible head syndrome. Yes, there is a way, and the instructions do show it. So first step you want to do is you want to take this section and just open this up. But that's not all. You have to untab all this. But untab all that. You want to untab this section right here. Untab all this. Untab this, and just raise this section up like so. And there are little slots right here for these tabs to go into. So you have to bring this down just like that, and they will automatically tab into these slots. And there you have the alternate transformation to show off the visible head syndrome. Well, that's the thing you can do. I mean, they did show their faces in the cartoon, so that is that is and if you want to, you can just plug this in right here and have that going on. But anyway, so, and one problem here with my copy of the toy anyway, this section right here doesn't even stay. So if you, yeah, it drops in, the effects part just drop like very easy, so it doesn't really hold all that well, but it is what it is. It's not a deal breaker for me. But anyway, so you want to untab all this, untab all that, just bring this section down, and there you go. Just unclip all this, unclip all that, and you want to split the front section right here. Just split it. Actually, you want to bring these sections out, and now I can split all this. There you go, just on double hinge, and just raise this section up, and there we go. So now, let me zoom out a little bit more so you can see what I'm doing. So now his arms, which is untab from his legs, untab, and just raise all this up, and then will clip into place. And just bring down his arm, and there you have an arm all done. Same thing on the other side, just bring this up, tap that into place, bring down the arm, and there you have his arms all done. So now his legs, just split the legs, flip out his feet, flip out his little heel spur, and there you have a leg all done. So the same thing on the other side, just flip out his feet, and just flip out his heel spur. So, yeah. See what I mean when I say he's a shell former? I mean, it's Scourge, so duh. Anyway, so just take this section right here, and bring this down, and just bring this out these hinge, so that it looks like that, and just bring this up, and just clip this into place, like so, and just bring this panel down, just like so, and take this section right here, and just bring this all the way down, like that. Wait, not like that. Yes. Oh wait, I'm doing something wrong. Hold on, I'm doing something wrong. Come out. Come out. I said come out. You see, when you transform this guy into this robot mode, it's quite hard to get this panel out of the way. There we go. Sheesh. So, what we want to do is bring this down, bring this up like that, and then just collapse all this in. There we go. And just bring all this down, just like that, and there we go. Now, there is a slot right here for this tab to go into, so just line all this up. Just line all that up, just tab that in, same thing on your side, line all that up, tap that in, and there we go. This is on a double hinge, just raise this section up, and you're supposed to flip this in, but I already did it myself. So just flip all this in, and just raise this section up, like so. And now, you want to take this section right here on this head, just rotate this around, like so. And, hold on, let me raise up the camera a little bit more so you can see the full effect right here. There you go. And finally, there you have Scourge fully transformed up into his robot mode, and he looks freaking fantastic. I mean, I love the robot mode from this figure. It looks so spot on, looks so screen accurate, it looks exactly like the Scourge that we know from the movie, and really cool figure in my opinion. This definitely works a whole lot better than other previous versions of Scourge. I mean, we have the Generations Deluxe Class Scourge that, you know, kind of transforms into a stealth bomber jet mode thing, and we have the Titans Return Scourge. This one totally destroys all of them, like literally. Even the X-Transport Scourge, I mean, this one totally looks exactly like Scourge. I mean, the X-Transport Scourge is screen accurate, but the fun is not there. The transformation is not that fun because the legs kinda but this one is way more fun to transform, it's way more enjoyable. So sometimes it can be a bit fiddly at the backpack, but it is what it is. And of course he does have these big chunks hanging off of him, but hey, it's Scourge, he's supposed to have these wings on his back, so and he was Thundercracker, so duh. So it kind of carries over from being a seeker and becoming a sweep. So yeah. So let's get in close here so we can take a look. Whoa. I spun the camera. Anyway, so let's take a quick look at his head sculpt. And that head sculpt is gorgeous, in my opinion. It looks so freaking good. I got the red for the eyes, got the goatee, got the beard or slash goatee, we got the mustache painted all around, which is really awesome, really cool. And it kind of looks like that this thing is glowing, but it's not glowing actually. And unfortunately, he doesn't have light piping, but it is what it is. Got the Decepticon symbol on his chest. Got some nice paint right here on his belly. Got a bit of a bluish paint on this section right here. You can't really tell, but that is a blue paint right there. And got a lot of paint on his hands, you know, his arms. Got a little bit of paint on his fingernails, which is pretty cool. Because he needs some paint on his fingernails. That's screen accurate, so duh. Anyway. But yeah, nicely designed, nicely detailed. And yeah, his backpack, yeah, he does have some backpack, but hey, it's Scourge, it's supposed to be. So, yeah, really nicely done. And you can see here, this hand is actually molded in a different way than this hand, because this hand can actually be used to hold the gun, but this hand is quite different because, you know, I guess it's molded in a way for him to hold the Matrix, you know, to recreate one of the G1 episodes where he's actually holding the Matrix for some reason. So, and the Matrix actually corrupts him, so which is pretty weird. Anyway, so let's get in close. My tongue stopped working. Let's move on to the articulation itself. So the articulation, the head is on the ball joint. It can rotate from side to side. It can't really rotate a full 360 because the collar blocking the way. He can't really look up and down. The shoulders can move up like that. I mean, it could do a full 360, but the backpack is actually in the way. He can actually move in and out. He does have a bicep swivel, very tight. He does have an elbow joint, slightly over 90 degrees up bend, and he does have a wrist swivel, which is pretty cool. Yes, really nice, really nice. And he does have a waist swivel, which is pretty cool. The legs, they can move up that far, can move back. Oh, only that far, very, very far. And he can pretty much do the full splits if he wants to. And he does have a little bit of a thigh swivel, which is nice. And he does have a knee joint, like quite deep knee band, so over 90 degrees right there. And he does have some foot pivot. You know, the toe can actually move down, but they can't move up because it's blocking the way. And he does have a little bit of ankle tiltage right there, so that's pretty nice. That's pretty cool. So yeah, he's pretty poseable all around, so that's pretty cool. I do quite like that. So of course he can definitely hold his gun. Bring his gun, can actually hold in his hand, and there we go. He can shoot and kill some Autobots. He can actually exterminate Ultra Magnus. So that's really nice. That's really nice. So now let us move on to some size comparisons. Here is Scourge compared with his wave mate Voyager Class Hot Rod, with the SS-86 Deluxe Class Blur, with the SS-86 Deluxe Class Jazz, with the SS-86 Deluxe Class Autobot Cup, and last but not least, here is Scourge compared with his Titan's Return version. And yeah, again, this Scourge totally destroys that Scourge. But anyway, I mean, this Scourge is not bad. It's nicely designed, nicely detailed. It's just that missing a lot of paint here and there. This one fixes all of that. I mean, it has a lot of paint, has a lot of color, and the posability is there. Very nice. He finally has a waist swivel that, you know, I've been praying for a waist swivel from Scourge because this guy did not have a waist swivel, but hey, at least, you know, this version of Scourge has a waist swivel, which actually makes me very, very happy. And extra bonus here of articulation, he actually comes with a wrist swivel, which is really, really nice. Unlike this one, does not have a wrist swivel, so yeah. So yeah, and again, I love this version way, way better than this one. I mean, this guy is not bad, you know, it's okay, it is what it is, it's decent for what it is, but this one is way more screen accurate, it's more in keeping with the likeness of his cartoon model, so that's pretty cool. So that is pretty much it for the robot mode comparisons. Okay, so here are my final thoughts on the Transformers Studio Series 86 Voyager Class Scourge. And yeah, Hasbro really did it again. They really nailed this figure out of the park. He's very screen accurate in his robot mode, very screen accurate and spot on in his alt mode, which is awesome. I've been waiting for a, you know, screen accurate version of Scourge in his alt mode and robot mode. I finally have it in Studio Series form. And yeah, this is actually a really good idea from Hasbro. You know, they are actually making really cool figures in the Studio Series line, and they actually nailed this out of the park. And I'm not sure you saw that bug just flying around just now. Oh man, you know, bugs, they're really annoying. But anyway, so yeah, he's very poseable all around. Finally has a race swivel and even a wrist swivel as well. That's pretty cool. And of course, the transformation is nice and smooth and fluid, so he's all around an enjoyable figure to mess with. So again, if I were to rank Scourge from a scale of 1 to 10, I'm not going to give him an 8 or a 9 or a 7 or a 6. No, I'm not going to give him the low numbers. I'm going to give him a perfect score, a 10 out of 10. He literally amazed me. This figure amazed me with all its gimmicks, with all its transformation, and wow, it's just wow. Yes, he does have a backpack, but it doesn't really bug me all that much. So still, he gets a 10 out of 10. So well done, Hasbro. You did a great job with this figure. So, and I think that is pretty much it for today's video review. So ladies and gentlemen, if you are completely new to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. And while you're at it, click that notification bell icon down below as well, so that you'll know when my new videos are up and ready, or you will never miss my new videos that are really coming soon. So yeah, and of course you can check out my Studio Series reviews playlist for any videos you may have missed, so I'll post a link to that playlist in the description down below. as well. And you can check out bigbadtoystore.com for any availability for this figure. So I will post a link to that website in the description down below as well. And yeah, and I think that's pretty much it for me to say. So they have the Transformers Studio Series 86 Voyager Class Decepticon Scourge, or Thundercracker, whatever you want to call them. And I think that's pretty much. And hey, blah 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 blah. This my tongue stopped working. Anyway, let's try that again. And I think that's pretty much it for me to say. So they have the Transformers Studio Series 86 Voyager Class Decepticon Scourge, or Thundercracker, whatever you want to call them. And this is JJ Prime signing off. Peace out.